Well, I don't know. All I see are a pair of knees standing up there. Wait a minute. The knees are coming down. Well, he looks okay. Read his chest.
Oh.
Should we open it or not open it? Of course we should open it. You're being silly. Okay.
Are you Kate McArdle?
I have a better question. Why does it say murder on your shirt?
That's the name of a movie. I was location scout for it.
I never heard of it.
Well, it was only released overseas. It was a big hit in Lapland. They just got sound. Are you Kate McArdle?
That's me.
Hi, I'm Benny Rinaldi. I got your name from Bob Rogers. I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, come on in.
Yeah, he said you had exactly the front door we were looking for. And he was right.
Why are you looking for a front door?
Oh, no. Really?
Really what?
Really?
This is so exciting.
What's so exciting?
They want to use our front door in a movie, right?
Right.
You're kidding.
Not to sound crass or anything, but will any money change hands if you use our front door?
$400 from this hand to yours.
We accept.
Great. I have a release form here, if you'll just sign it, and we'll need the place from 6 o'clock tomorrow morning till around noon.
6 o'clock? People start making movies at 6 in the morning?
No, people set up lights at 6 in the morning, but they start shooting around 10.
So what kind of a scene is it? A gangland murder, a musical number, a chase? Will you be coming in the apartment? Because we have a slipcover for that couch, and if we dry cleaned it, we could get it back by Thursday.
Okay. Relax. What kind of a scene is it?
Oh, it's simple. A car pulls up outside, Newman gets out, comes down the stairs, comes inside. That's it.
Which Newman would that be?
Paul.
Paul Newman?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay, we're all set, so I'll see you tomorrow around 6. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know if there's a good deli in the neighborhood, would you?
For the movie?
No, for corned beef.
Oh, sure. Just go to the corner, turn right, halfway down the block, tell him you want lean.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Isn't that exciting? Paul Newman's gonna be here tomorrow. It's great. She really likes Paul Newman.
Mrs. Lowell, please, I told you 100 times. Don't bother the crew. They've got work to do.
I was just wondering.
I know you were wondering where Newman is, what's he like to work with, how tall he is. Does Joanne Woodward visit him on the set? Does he kid around between takes? Mrs. Lowell, there are 200 pages in this book, and each one has a problem that I must solve.
All right. I won't ask you another question.
I'd appreciate it.
Except one. Are his eyes close to the color of cornflower or robin's egg?
Actually, maroon.
Sorry.
No, I don't want to be indebted to you.
Mr. Rinaldi, can't I just mean it for a
Mrs.
second?
Lowell, we have a policy. Mere mortals do not talk to the actors.
Benny, we're short one extra.
Anything specific?
Woman, 30ish, sexy.
I may have someone right here, but non-union.
Okay, we're covered.
When does he want her?
He's on us, ready to go.
I'll send her right out.
Oh, thank you, Mr.
Mrs.
Rinaldi.
McArdle, could you come down here for a minute, please?
You're punishing me, aren't you?
Look, I would much prefer having you out there with Newman than in here with me. I am sacrificing myself for art. Mrs. McArdle, we need someone to walk by in a scene. No lines, but we'll pay you the standard minimum, okay?
Well, sure.
Great, I'll be right back.
Imagine that I'm gonna be in the movie. Little old me up on the silver screen. You despise me, don't you?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Just a little disappointed. Maybe a little jealous. And I despise you.
You know, I don't really care about this, Allie. Why don't I just tell Mr. Rinaldi?
Oh, forget it. As far as he's concerned, I'm washed up in pictures.
Okay, they want to rehearse, so why don't you just go right on out?
All right.
Do you mind if I watch, or would you prefer it if I chained myself to the radiator?
Oh, watch.
Oh, thank you. I promise I won't bother anybody. Ah! There he is!
Al, get me the caterer.
Kate is 2 feet away from Paul Newman.
She's 2 feet away from his stand-in. Newman's in his trailer.
He's very much like him, isn't he?
Yeah. It's one of the qualities we look for in a stand-in.
I've got the caterer.
Great. Set up lunch across the street next to the truck. Oh, boy.
Excuse me. What are you serving for lunch?
Excuse me. What is it, your business?
It's just that I'm a caterer.
Oh, no.
But if you don't want me to bother you, I won't. Sorry, I've been bothering people. I'm sorry I'm annoying you. I'm sorry.
Oh, please, please, I don't need guilt. I have a mother who's still alive. We're having cold cuts, potato salad, coleslaw, and pickles.
You're kidding.
Why?
You're serving Paul Newman cold cuts?
Yeah, I understand he had some back in the late 70s and survived.
Mr. Rinaldi, I'm not doing anything this afternoon.
Oh, yes, you are, Mrs. Lowell. You're driving me crazy.
Why don't I make him a hot meal?
Oh, I couldn't let you go to all that trouble.
It won't be any trouble.
Yes, it will. He'd probably want to know how come he's having something different from everyone else, and I'd have to tell him, and then he'd insist on thanking you personally, and before you know it, he'd be in here slobbering all over you, and I couldn't expose you to that.
You're too kind.
Now, I've come to feel quite close to you.
If you need me, I'll be upstairs.
The minutes will be ours. I believe the upstairs is that way, Mrs. Lynn. Come on, Paul, we've got a couple of minutes. Guys, Paul. Getting me. You should get a load of the one I'm keeping out of your hair today. This is a real nutcake. She lives in the house. Voting, Mrs. Lowell.
Sorry.
Mrs. Lowell, illegal entry is against the law. For all I know, you could have been a thief.
Actually, I did steal something.
What's something?
3 hairs and a tissue.
I owe you an apology. You're not a nutcake. You're a genuine 24-karat, solid gold Looney Tunes. Sam,
What's shaking?
could you meet me in Mrs. Lowell's apartment?
What's the problem?
Mrs. Lowell.
To tell you the truth, I understand how you feel. Newman really hits me where I live.
What's the problem? Can't anybody do anything right around here? Where's the grip stands? Where's the 5Ks?
We told the girl who's filling in for Paula to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, the girl who's filling in for Paula is standing right over there. His name is Mervyn.
But she said that she would take care of him.
Okay. As it turns out, it's getting too late to do the truck shot. But be a little more careful next time, will you?
So where's the girl I was talking to?
Oh, I don't know where she is. But if it's who I think it was, I just hope she's very far away from me. Okay, Mac, take her away. What's up?
Sam, you know, I think you take your job a little too seriously.
Mrs. McArdle, could you do us a small favor?
What's that?
Is it okay if Paul comes in here and make a phone call?
Paul?
Newman.
Oh,
Would that be all right?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, see, the phone booth is way down the block, and I'm afraid to get mobbed.
Yeah, no trouble.
You know, I wouldn't ask it if your friend was around, no offense, but she's a little on the immature side.
Wow.
Come on, Sam, you're forgiven. And thanks again, Mrs. McArdle. Stay cool.